Donkey Jaw Projects!
What's up, y'all? This is Marshall Couture of Donkey Jaw Projects. And this is day 77 of 100 Days of Making Comics. Monday. Just got done with work. Ran around, got some groceries. I know you guys haven't seen me in about a week. Had a cold, had family over, had Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. But yeah, I did continue working, of course, but I did miss a few days. Not really a good reason for that. I had plenty of time, but I'm a jerk and sometimes I miss things. So, that's about it. But yeah, I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. But check out what I got in the mail on day 77 of 100 Days of Making Comics. Oh yeah, Kickstarter from Johannes Vick and Daniel Ferrand and Mr. Palmiotti, Peter Palmiotti himself on the inks. Finally came in. I'm excited to check it out. It's black and white awesomeness. Oh, some color in there too. The Untold. Some cool stuff. I won't show you any more because I don't want to mess it up for them. But there's a few pages. Looking forward to reading this and checking out the awesome art and story from these friendly friends. So yeah, check that out. Let me see, is there a website or something? Well, I'll put a link in the show notes for the Untold comic by these guys, and hopefully they have a place where you can purchase it if you don't already have it. Yeah. Oh, also my brother-in-law was here over the weekend for Thanksgiving, and he dropped this off to me, and I thought it was really cool. Awesome, fun movie mix mashup type of thing, and the art inside is like really awesome. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. So yeah, just figured I'd kind of show you that. Now I'm not sure exactly what I showed you of the, the 4 days that I did do, or 3 days, or yeah, it was 4 days. 3, 4, yeah. Oh, today's the 4th day of whatever. So, but in the days that I missed, I'm not sure what I showed you, but I did this. This is, like I said, this is like the cafeteria scene. So I finished this on the rough pencils, and then I went down. This is the gym scene where they're playing dodgeball. So that's like the beginning. You kind of see the establishing shot of the main character getting ready to go nuts because he's hungry and he didn't get his food, and then he's hitting a bunch of kids with the dodgeball, calling them names. And then here his stomach's still growling, he's still kind of miserable even though he was happy to blow off some steam. And then this panel's gonna be, kind of a reveal with some monsters and whatnot. But that's kind of where I got stuck. So I did all that, and then I was like, well, I have to create some more monsters because I'm I've only created a few so far for the story, and there needs to be like a whole kind of crowd of monsters. So this was one night of trying to figure out this one monster called Chicken Lips. And I don't know, I kind of got into the details and Some stuff I like, some stuff I didn't. Trying not to go too literal, you know, with the translation of what it's going to look like, you know, chicken lips or whatever, but I mean, you can't go too literal because chickens don't have lips anyway, so. But I don't know, trying to figure it out. Oh, where's that other page? I think it's just flip it. And then here's last night, I was still working on it. Kind of a penguin-esque, like penguin from like Batman, especially from the movie, the one with Michael Keaton. I didn't mean for it to look like penguin. It also kind of looks like the nose looks like the nose from that Beetlejuice character or whatever. So I don't know. I think I'm landing somewhere near here, but I still got to work on it. There was another character called Facehole that I'm trying to work on. You know, and I don't think I have the drawing that I did of that, but it's not that great. So I'm not really super excited. Or I shouldn't say excited, but super satisfied with what I've come up with so far. I'm trying to show you some of the other monsters I've created. You've already seen some of them. Oh, there's the face hole thing. This was me. I think I might have done more, I don't know, but this was me one night trying to figure out the face hole character. I got the whole part down, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not satisfied. This is 4 eyes. Went through a lot of different iterations of the 4 eyes character. This is just other stuff. I know I have a page where it's like a bunch of monsters. Oh, here we go. A couple pages. This one's Pointy Head. This is one of the characters, the Kraken, Slime Ball, and then another try at Lizard Brain. Here's some more sketches. Trying to figure out where to go with these characters, or these monsters. So yeah, I don't know, like, it's not, coming up with these characters and stuff isn't as easy or fun. Here, wait, let me switch it over. So coming up with these characters isn't necessarily like as fun as I want it to be, because I just feel like I don't have the skills to pay the bills, when it comes to that. I don't know, like, that was always a big part of what drew me into wanting to make comics, was creating characters, creating my own characters, and my own stories and things like that. A big part of that was reading, Rob Liefeld stuff with X-Force and stuff. That's kind of how I first really got into comics, and they had like the character profile in the back of the books, some of them, and Deadpool and all these characters that were created in the New Mutants and then X-Force and stuff like that. And then, Image Comics was coming out, so then all those characters were coming out, and all this creator-owned stuff is really what inspired me to make comics to begin with. And I feel like I do pretty well when it comes to writing stories, like coming up with cool stories. That is really, like, comes a little more naturally, but the actual coming up with the characters and what they look like, sometimes I'll have a vision, like, right away what I think it's going to look like, and I'll just go with that. That tends to be the best way for me, which is weird because, they say to try a bunch of different iterations before you get to the good one or whatever, and I have a hard time with that because I don't like doing extra work, even though that, when you really look at it, that's not extra work, it's part of the development. It's just some weird mental thing I have where I don't like to go crazy with that. But I probably need to. I need to discipline myself to do that more. As you can see, it's not like I don't try from the sketchbook stuff, but you know, it's a difficulty with me, and I, you know, I remember creating characters when I was younger. The thing that I thought was cool was that they were original. I could create like kind of and the way I would do it was I would try to come up with an idea for a cool power. And again, when I was writing it, you know, I did better, but when it came to the actual visual part of creating the characters, I would get lost in detail, or I would just not know where to start. You know, I would want to be super original, and everything would become very derivative, and it would be annoying because I want to be original. And that's how I was when I was younger. I didn't realize that everything is derivative to a certain extent. But I also kind of got into this hole within the last few days, you know, talking about some of the why I haven't been doing videos, and even slipped on a few days of doing the actual comic. I kind of got caught in this tailspin of looking on Instagram for inspiration and then never actually drawing. So I found there's at least 2 creators that I found that were just like, there was probably more, but 2 specific ones especially that I can remember, of people who created creatures and like really crazy monsters, and you know, they kind of had, each one had their own style, and like everything that they do is imaginative. That's what I'm really into right now, is like, especially when I'm looking on Instagram, is not fan art. Like I even started deleting people who do like mostly fan art, not because I'm against fan art. I'm cool with it. I think it's, you know, I think that's one way, you know. It's like the Beatles did covers to get their start, and so did like every other band, and you know, that's part of how fan art works, you know. And one thing on my video about fan art, I was saying that, you know, fan art is illegal. And it actually, I come to find out through further research that it's not illegal technically, but it's also not technically legal. So it's in this gray area. You can't say it's legal because technically there's no law, you know, but people have gotten sued. People have also won cases. So anyways, fan art, blah, blah, blah. The point is I really I just want to see stuff that's very imaginative in my feed, because that's what gets me excited. You know, that's when I look at Kirby and read his comics and stuff, like the imagination is like, how the heck did he come up with all this stuff? And there's so many other people who are doing things like that too, or who have done stuff like that. And that's the stuff I'm especially inspired by. The less derivative, like from obvious archetypes and obvious influence it is, a lot of times, many times the better, even though I do like recognizing the influences too sometimes. So I don't know. I guess I won't say that it's better, but just imagine, as long as like you look at a body of work or a comic or whatever, and you can say imagination, you're like, that's imagination, you know, that's cool. If you can kind of automatically, that's your like first response, that's the stuff I'm like excited about and interested in and want to make myself. So I don't know, that's kind of my thoughts. I got kind of sucked into the whole of looking at that and not actually doing my art, and one of the best ways to come up with original and imaginative stuff is to keep that pencil moving, keep the pens and pencils moving, and drawing and drawing and drawing, and not just getting stuck on the detail of one piece is probably a good idea too, which I tend to do. Or, you know, just keep burning through pages and lead, and, you know, burn lead till you're dead. One of my friend that I like to watch on Facebook, Barry McLean, he's worked with Peter Palmiotti a bunch, and he's awesome. Like, he mostly works on like stuff for like Valiant and stuff, but he is so like driven to just keep making pages every day. Like, he puts out so much content that's what is the biggest thing that inspires me with him. And he's got a cool style, kind of like harkening back to old 90s type stuff, so that's cool too. So, but yeah, I'm really excited about pushing forward. I really want to push forward on this page. I hate when I get stuck. Like, I was making good progress and now I'm like character designing, which I like, but I'm frustrated with, so it's not as fun because I'm not making as much progress. And I think that's part of what caused me to stop doing things a couple days. So I think it's good to kind of take the time to evaluate your progress and why or why not you're doing well or not doing so well. So that's kind of what I'm doing. That's what this vlog type thing is for. So that's it for now. I'm gonna hopefully record some of me making stuff, or I will just make stuff and then show you a little update to finish this out. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in a sec. Check it out. Look who's back to doing 100 days of making comics. Woo! Mr. Kevin Cross, the guy who started it. You guys gotta check out that. I'm so excited. Yeah. Alright, so I have just done my 30 minutes. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know really if I'm any happier than I was when I was just talking to you a minute ago. Trying to design this face hole character. I might just have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to, the thing is I can continue with the comic without having him figured out just yet, because I can, in that panel I can use different monsters. So I don't know. The chicken lips guy though, I think I'm just gonna go with like kind of what I already have, but I'm just gonna maybe cartoonize him a little bit more. I don't want to get too stuck, so I might be back to the actual page tomorrow. Not sure. So, but I was glad that I did it. Did my best to just kind of run through as many possible ideas as I could come up with in a half an hour. So yeah, still a little frustrated. If you guys have any advice on techniques on character design, monster design, creature design, help me out, yo. For some reason I feel like a character called Facehole would be fun to create, but for some reason I'm getting stuck. I don't know. We shall see. But anyways, thanks for watching this episode, day number 77 of 100 Days of Making Comics. And I'll talk to you on the next episode. Peace out.